last live session. This is going to the last part of this, the part 5, in which our app is almost complete. In the previous part, all new recipe and edit, all those things are working fine, routes and everything is working fine. So the only thing which is not working is this: manage, save data and fetch data. So we are going to create the code for saving the data and fetching the data, and for that we are going to use the awesome backend of Firebase. So backend, it's not just a backend, it's the whole complete service, complete ecosystem, and I like it a lot, and we're going to use that. Okay, so let's get started without wasting any time. And this is what we have previously. Let me increase the font size a bit. Okay, maybe this much is okay. Okay, so let us come back and we'll do the Firebase setup first. So it's much better to do the Firebase setup first. So let us go back here, and here it is recipe book YT. Let me give it YT for YouTube. Okay, continue. Don't need this thing. Create project. Creating the project. Continue. So we are going to use the real-time database again, as we have done in our Angular. So it is much better than the Firestore. I generally use this Firestore in my React projects, but real-time database, what I'm finding, it is much more much better and much easier to use. Okay, so create database. I will choose Singapore because I am in Asia. Start in test mode, enable, and it will enable. Let it be enabled, and we will get an API endpoint. So till that API endpoint is done, let me go back and we have to go to app.module.ts. we have to go, and here we have to include the HTTP client. So here in the imports, after reactive form and all, we'll do HTTP client module, and wait, it is not imported, so let me import it. Generally it get imported as today. The system is also a bit slow, means because my internet is not working and I am connected to my mobile internet because my dog chew off my router cable. So people have to come and fix it, cable company people. So Angular common HTTP. Okay, so this is done. So okay, so after that, HTTP is done. Save it. Hopefully this has been done. Yeah, we got an endpoint. So this endpoint we got. So now we'll create a service. So it's better to create a service than doing direct call. So we'll create a service in the shared folder. So where is the shared? In the shared folder, it is known as data storage dot service dot ts file I'm going to create, and here let us have the service. So export class data storage service, data storage service I have done, and also I'll put the at injectable and provided in of root, provided in of root. So with doing this provided in of root, we don't have to have it in the app.module.ts, and I have made some mistake, and the mistake I know this is the mistake, I think. No, then why it is giving error? Okay, why I am making like it is like this? It's like this. Okay, so after this, constructor private http and http client comma private recipe recipe service. So we are going to use that recipe service is recipe, not it's a cap, recipe service. Okay, like this. And http client is not important, and neither do recipe, so let me import it. Import, both of them are imported. Now we will create a function known as store recipes, and const recipes equal to this dot recipe service dot get recipes we are going to have, and then this dot http dot put, and what will be the put will be the same endpoint which we have. So I will go here and copy it to this endpoint, and as usual we have to do the recipes dot json. Okay, and recipes dot json, so anything we can name, so I'm naming it recipes dot json and comma recipes. So we have to put this recipes, this what we are getting, and then here after this we have to dot subscribe response is console.log of response. Okay, it is done. Now this service has been created. Now we'll go to header component HTML. So header component HTML will go. So here we will have a this save data is there. So save data is there. In the save data, we are going to have click of equal to on save data, like this. On save data will create, and then save it, and then we have created this. So we have to go to the ts file, header component ts file, and here we don't have anything. So let us first have this copy it on save data, or else I will give some spell mistake on save data. And this dot data storage service dot store recipes. Okay, so why it is not coming? Store service, data storage service, because we have to put it in constructor private data storage service. It is data storage service, close the constructor. Data storage service was done. Save it, and save it, and okay, so this is done. And then after this So all data storage service we are getting going and saving everything with the get service. So whatever is in the get, so we'll doing it and I will save it. So let me come back here. Do you have any issues? No. So right now I have two things. Okay, two things I have. I'll come here and save the data. Okay, I'll save the data. Now if I go back, see the recipes has been created because the recipes.json is there, and it has got 1, it has got 2, all those things are been done. So our app is the put is working funny. I know it is not a very good thing, good app to do that. There is a drawback in this app. What is that? That even if I create a new recipe or save it, I have to come back here manually and do the save data. So that is your task to save it directly. See, if I can create a recipe like this, and I can go here and like this, the milk biryani, like awesome milk biryani to try. Add ingredients, milk, add ingredients, chicken. So some weird combination, milk and chicken. I've never heard this combination. Okay, so if I save it, it got saved, but it doesn't get saved in the database. See, if I refresh it, it will go back. Okay, because it is not saved. But if I go there after saving it and then save data, it will save it. But the issue is that you should, when you create a new recipe and save it, it should save it at time. So there's a small task, it's not a big task, which you can do. So that is there. Now it's time to fetch the data. So for that we will go to recipe service.ts first, and the thing is that and fetch the data, but we don't want this data to be coming. I think this data itself is coming right now. So let's do one thing. Let comment this out and then you copy it, equal to empty array is there, and then after this set recipes is recipes recipe this dot recipes equal to recipes and this dot recipe changed dot emit this dot recipes dot slice. So as usual we are doing this thing. This recipes change dot emit, but whatever we set recipes is whatever set recipes is recipes we are doing this. Okay, set recipes is done. Now we will go to data storage, and here in the recipe service we have here, so we have to do the fetch recipe. Fetch recipes is this dot http dot get, and get is always good to have what it is actually. So it is a recipe of array we are going to get. Okay, so like this, and then here we are going to have this thing, same thing, the JSON. We are going to have and dot subscribe. I should spell it right. Subscribe recipes is this dot recipe service dot set, set recipes is recipes. Okay, so recipes. So yeah, we are setting the recipes as recipes. So whatever fetch request we are getting after that, okay, I should not have HTML will go here. We will click equal to on fetch here. On fetch data is there. Anyways, we have to go to our header component .ts file. Here on fetch data is this dot data storage service dot fetch recipes. Save it. Now we don't have any issues, and if I come here and we do have an issue. Okay, we don't have an issue. Why we don't have an issue? Because right now there is nothing in the database. Okay, so let me do something. Let me give a famous milk biryani. Milk biryani. Okay. I got it. Let me do this thing, then I will tell what is the problem. Save data. So it is coming, and I have to fetch data. Then only it will come. System is again slow. Fetch recipe is okay. Set recipes. Some issue is there. Set recipes. Okay, got it. So issue in my connection, but everything is working fine, and we are actually done with the project. I think we are back now. Yeah, as I told, I have some. Okay, so I think we're back. Okay. And both of these things are coming. Okay, so both of these things are coming, and so both of things are coming fine, and here all of these are done. Fetch data, anyways, our fetch data is been done through the backend only. So the thing is that I am having some connection issues today, because as I have told that my main internet is off. So this is from my secondary internet, and it is not that much fast, because it's from a mobile internet and it requires a lot of thing. I think I'm back. So let me try once more, and I think it is the issue from and it is working fine. So fetch data is also working fine. So all of them are coming, and recipes.json we are getting, and all of them are coming. So the thing which is remaining is now we are going to build it and put it in our Firebase, because Firebase is there. Then why do we need something else? So let us see that. So let me do, and here, and like ng build dash prod I have to do. We build it. Start doing in the ng build we have to do, and then meanwhile we have to do something in the Firebase. So let me go there, and everything is there. So today we multitasking because it's slow, and after this here we have to go, and we have to give your app a name. Generally you should always give your app a name the same name is that. Not mandatory, but it's much better. I'll do this. This part is very important. Firebase hosting, I'll do register app, which is very important. And I think this is my new system, so I will be able to show one more thing. npm install Firebase, we don't need actually npm install Firebase, but this thing we will need. This thing will definitely, because this is my new system actually. So globally Firebase I have to install it. So that is good. So globally Firebase I will install. Okay. Because earlier I used to always say that okay, my Firebase is not installed, so that you can install it. But right now I think my Firebase console is not installed. Definitely it is not installed. I've never tried. Means I've never done through here. So it will ask for it. Okay. So after that, it will take some time. So after that, we have to do a Firebase login. Let me go next. It doesn't matter. So you have to do a Firebase login, and you have to do a Firebase init. Then there are many things which you have to set up there in the Firebase init. Then you have to do a Firebase deploy. So let it be done. Then I will do the Firebase init, Firebase, and all this thing. So please tell me how you're liking this all. Okay. So let it be done. And these things happens in a live stream. First, my internet is not that fast. Second, npm always takes a lot of time. And if I would have been doing some recordings, I would have edited this part. But this is a live stream. This is the something which I hate also about it and love also about it. It will take time. Okay, so that is done. So I think it is done, almost done. Yeah, it's done. I think, yeah, finally it is done. So now I have to do a Firebase login, and definitely it will ask me to do something, because I have not done login in this, because from the second time it doesn't ask to do anything. Okay, see this, it is asking me some more things. It is good stuff. Waiting for authentication. Okay, so there is, it opened my Google account. Let me even show my Google account, it doesn't matter. And anyways, I'm not going to, it will not show the password, so it will ask like this. It doesn't ask like this all the time, so like this you have to do allow. See, login, you can immediately close in window and continue with the CLI. So this is only the first time it will ask. It doesn't ask this any other time. Okay, so Firebase login is done. Then Firebase init we will do, and yes, I want to proceed. And then I want only the hosting part, so arrow key I will come down, space bar, and wait, GitHub action deploys, what the hell is that? Wait, I did for that a reason, because this is something new. I chose something wrong. It should be not getting. Okay, this is something new is coming. Configure files for Firebase hosting and optionally set up GitHub action deploy. I don't know why GitHub action is a new thing. I don't want that. But first only one option used to come. Okay, so I was confused. Use existing projects, and now it will do my all the Firebase project. So our project name was, okay, one more thing I have to do. I have to continue to console. Okay, so it is recipe book. What is the name? It is recipe book YT is the name. I have to click the click, and then here this is a very important thing. List is list and recipe book. So this is from where it is coming. If I come here and if I go to the distribution, so whatever is the name, that should be here, recipe book. Okay, so after that, it is a single page app. Yes, it is a single page app. No, I don't want automatic deploys, so no. And overwrite already exists. Overwrite, no, we don't want it to be overwrite. Firebase initialization complete, and as usual the last is Firebase deploy. So, and it will be deployed in no time. But as I have told, I am streaming plus my internet is slow, so it will definitely take some time. Yeah, it is done. I can now, if I go to hosting here also, there also I could have clicked the link, but sometimes I'm lazy enough to click that link. So I come here and I do it from here always. So if I come back, and it is done. Fetch data, and fetch data is working fine. So yeah, and it is good. Save. Now what we have to do, we have to go to save data. Where is the real-time Firebase? Yeah, see, this one is also done. Milk is good, but for this to come, we have to fetch the data and come here, fetch the data. All of the three are coming. So our app is working fine. There are some minor things which you can do. That is your task. That is my task. That is, you have to do that thing. That was a small thing. Whoever is doing this video now or in the future, that is your task to do those small things. And the small things I have already told. When you save it, it should be saved in a database and it should come here. it is a very small task, I can also do it. And I don't want this fetch buttons and all this nonsense. Don't want this thing. Save it. New recipe, save. It should save it. And then there is other thing is there. So right now, see, if I do edit should be happening like this, you can directly edit. So something changes you can do. So this is what I want to do, want to tell. And with this, I've come to the end of this stream. Hope you like this. Hope you like this big app which we have completed in 5 streams. So recipe book app. So now we'll do some other apps because Angular is already done. So I'm planning to do 2 more apps with Angular. And but I think before that I will do some other things. And also, as you know, I'm a full-time JavaScript trainer, so I have an upcoming ReactJS intense bootcamp for 5 weeks. Weekend bootcamp 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. IST. Are invited to join, and I am giving a special Diwali offer. And the prices, which are generally 15,000, it's just 4,999, 5,000. So do check it out. The link will be there in the description. And if you want to learn Angular, I have a small Angular bootcamp also coming, the whole day bootcamp. So this React bootcamp will start from 16th this Saturday, and the Angular bootcamp will start from Angular bootcamp will be 1 day bootcamp, 1 day whole bootcamp, 11:30 a.m. So it will be on 24th. So that's all about. And with this, I will end today's stream. Anyways, and there might be some issues. I don't know. There would have been some issues on some platform. I have to check it out, especially on YouTube, because that's the main platform from which I'm doing it. Simultaneously, I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitch also. But as you know, my YouTube is main. So with this, I will end today's stream. Thank you, and thank you. Keep watching and do subscribe.